Okay, hi readers. Today we're going to learn about character traits, but before we do, I just want us to think about, remember when I'm reading and an older or wiser character gives the main character advice, I need to pay attention. What's the lesson here? Why might it be important? If something happens again and again, why does this keep showing up? And with memory moments, there are a lot of memory moments in the book we're reading, but also in lots of books, writers will use flashbacks, interrupt the story for a memory. And so we have to pay attention. That's just a quick little reminder. Okay, so today we're going to talk about character traits. And readers, when we're reading, we make inferences about the type of people characters are. Just like when we are meeting people in real life, we are using what kind of people are they? So when you make an inference, you take the information from the text, but also your own knowledge, your own experience of people or whatever it is you're making inferences about. You bring your experience and knowledge to the text and you make an inference. So if you think about what it means to infer, I highlighted here. So fere means to carry, okay? And in is to carry in. So you are carrying this information to make a conclusion using what you know and evidence from the text. It's your own thoughts about what's happening in the text. Not always a prediction. Sometimes a prediction can be an inference. It's not retelling the story. This is what happened. But the big thing is it is supported by details or evidence from the text. So for example, Piper's unkind when she calls Natalie names when we first meet her. Maybe she's an unkind person. Notice I didn't say she is because I don't know everything about her yet. Yes, that did not seem like a signal that she was a kind person, but I'm going to collect more evidence than one experience. So when we are thinking about characters, thinking about what they say, what they think, what they do, what choices they make, that's a really important one. What are the choices they're making? And when you notice and think about these, what ideas am I having about the character based on these details? So you kind of take all of these details and observations from the text, bring in your experience, and then you'll make inferences. Like based on these details, I have these thoughts about characters. So traits are kind, you can be kind and thoughtful or unkind, brave, tricky, lots of different character traits. And remember, characters are more than one thing, just like people. So in your notebook, you are going to make a table about Moose and details from the text, and then what your inferences are, what you're wondering. Sometimes you need to collect more than one piece of evidence to really have a solid inference, but you are making these observations and inferences as you go along. So you can use this, or you can take this from the basket and glue it in your text, in your notebook, where you'll put Moose, what traits, and then you can use this list, and then you can also use this list, whichever one you want, which is most helpful, and start to make inferences about Moose. And tomorrow we will talk about, or the next time we talk about this, the difference between feelings and emotions and traits. But for now, let's just focus on traits.